Many people wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model size. When I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say, it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally. I say, it's the fire in my eyes, the flash of my teeth, the swing in my waist, the joy in my feet. I'm a woman, phenomenally. Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't shout or jump about or have to talk real loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the palms of my hands, the need for my care. Because I'm a woman, phenomenally, phenomenal woman, all you women and me.
Today is a day to celebrate the political, cultural, social, and economic achievements of women. We have all been inspired, taught by, and supported by inspirational women in our lives, and we are thankful for the opportunities they have had to become the women they are today. However, globally, this is not the case. There are situations where women do not have the opportunity. Today, there is a 31.4% gender gap. There's been progress on the political participation front, in the economic opportunity, with health and wellness, as well as education. However, we still have a long ways to go. At Synoptek, we value our female leaders and individual contributors and what they bring to the table every single day. We are thankful they've had the opportunities to become who they are. So this year for International Women's Day, let's embrace equity so that we'll have more women like the Synoptek women in our lives.
Today, we celebrate International Women's Day, a day that is dedicated to supporting women, celebrating our differences, raising awareness, and doing our part to ensure we bring positive change to women everywhere. While today is a critical part of this journey, I firmly believe that in order to truly make an impact on both equality and equity, it requires a constant process of learning, evolving, talking, and celebrating the power of women, not just today, but every day. At Synoptek, diversity, equity, and inclusion are core to our DNA. I am proud of our continued efforts to ensure that our company recognizes, rewards, and advocates for the strong women we have working across this organization. As we know, not everyone's life journey begins in the same way, and therefore, true inclusion and belonging requires equitable action. If we value and embrace equity, then women are more likely to succeed. That requires the help of everyone, including our male allies. As a female leader at Synoptek, I can confidently and proudly say that my contributions are recognized, my voice is heard, and my impact is seen. That has not always been the case at every company that I have worked for. And for that, I am extremely grateful to be a part of a culture that empowers women, sees them, hears them, and recognizes them. To be engaged, you must be valued. It's pretty simple. My hope is that we can continue at Synoptek to create a culture by which every woman sees and feels their value. If we can do that, it will truly be equitable action. I just want to say thank you to all of the strong and powerful and phenomenal women we have working at Synoptek today. We celebrate you today, we celebrate you every day, and we thank you for your hard work, your commitment, and your dedication to our customers, to our teams, and to one another. Here's to celebrating strong, powerful women and embracing equity.
name is Angana Thakkar Upadhyay. I have been associated with Synoptek since last more than 16 years. I married to Synoptek first and then my husband. Director of Microsoft Dynamics ERP AX Technical and Business Center Practice. I look after people and technology most of the time. I work on upgrade of technology in my own team. I look after project execution. I work on pre-sales inquiries, customer communication, estimations, proposals. I'm good at firefighting situations in the project deliveries, project execution. I work with Microsoft on various aspects of pre-sales as well as the regular support work. And I manage overall people problem, team management and everything.
My name is Yelena Zopko and I have been with Synoptek for 4 years. My job title at Synoptek is Client Delivery Lead. In this role, I offer dedicated support to our client, working closely with them in service operations, planning and coordination, managing projects, creating documentation, and providing training.
My name is Leisha Lachelle, and I am a network dedicated consultant engineer here at Synoptek. I've been with Synoptek for roughly 8 years. However, prior to those 8 years, I truly was not aware of what International Women's Day encompassed. It was here at Synoptek where we're doing new and exciting things that I was able to learn of a platform that is being developed of ideologies, where we are developing and enhancing the value that women bring to a technical, male-dominated industry.
Hi, my name's Vanessa Novak, and I've been with Synoptek for over 3 years. I'm Synoptek's in-house attorney, and my job entails many things, but mainly I lead the legal and contracts departments, which support the entire company. I also consult with and advise our executives and leaders across Synoptek's various management teams. I oversee litigation matters and handle complex customer disputes.
Hello everyone, this is Khushbu Jain. My association with Synoptek is more than 11 years now. I am currently designated as delivery manager to the functional team coming under Dynamics area of practice. The job roles and responsibilities comprises of completely managing the practice from offshore, managing the team, managing the project, risk management, escalations management, handling the team, looking after their training needs, looking at the upgrade needs in the team, handling the customers, looking after their escalations, handling the customer satisfaction, looking after the recruitment part and the hiring part in the team, handling the pre-sales activities and estimations and all those sort of activities come under my job roles and responsibilities umbrella.
Hi everyone, my name is Ebony Akibla and I've been with Synoptek since June of 2022. I am a ServiceNow senior consultant here at Synoptek. So what I pretty much do is help clients within the company get more acquainted with ServiceNow. The Rise Up program was started by ServiceNow in order to help 1 million people transition from non-traditional backgrounds into tech. I found myself actually getting involved by a program called Tech Bridge. From there, they helped me transition and get into technology from there. I was able to get my certification with my CSA and ITSM, and now I'm working for Synoptek.
My name is Yvette Ibarra, and I have been with Synoptek for 1 year. I am the HR Transformation and Global Mobility Partner for Synoptek. My job has 2 different scopes of work. First, I serve as a global partner to support the hiring of foreign talent with each of our entities, including providing support to our employees with relocation, and I manage the immigration program. Then I also work on HR initiatives to help redesign and build out our HR function to support the broader organization and our strategic objectives. I assess current processes for improvement, I implement HR technology, and I just look for ways to create efficiencies to support our people operations.
My name's Julie Hamilton. I've been with Synoptek for about 3 years now. I am a client delivery manager on the East Coast of the United States. So what that means is my incredible team and I look after all of our managed clients and unmanaged clients in the north and southeast of the United States, once they're in steady state, making sure that we deliver on everything that we promised them we would. I like to joke on a daily basis that we're the fixers.
My favorite thing about the culture at Synoptek is our drive to stay connected to the people and to the business. I think it's really important for us to stay connected. I personally enjoy reading the Who Project emails. I love seeing the posts on the Culture channel, and I value our town halls where we receive updates from Tim and the executive leaders so that I can stay informed about our business.
The culture of this organization has definitely played a very important role, at least in my life, to hold me back at this organization. I have never felt a need of, due to the culture part of leaving the organization and moving to and joining some other organization. So this is definitely it's an influential culture over here. The friendly atmosphere, the open door policy, and the kind of flexibility which we get over here is unmatched. So and we are also getting an equal importance to our personal life. So that is definitely a bigger important thing for me, and hence I really like culture of Synoptek, and I really enjoy working over here.
My favorite thing about the culture at Synoptek is the great diverse nature and backgrounds of all the people here.
My favorite thing about the culture at Synoptek is, I guess, the hashtag team value. It's been apparent to me, and I've always been dazzled by the fact that we have so many people who can come together, often under really stressful circumstances, to solve complex problems for our clients super quickly. That's always been something that I've marveled at, and I haven't seen that same sort of thing in any other organizations that I've worked with.
What I enjoy about the culture at Synoptek is the fun and friendly environment with events throughout the year, and that learning is highly promoted through paid training and bonuses.
The best thing about working with Synoptek is the opportunity to contribute in many roles. It's always enjoyable to work in new project which is different in operations, nature and culture. ERP being the main application of any customer, they tend to use number of various other applications connected to ERP. It gives a tremendous knowledge of knowing other technologies and how they are functioning and being connected with ERP. One of the most favorite experiences working with the cross teams, people challenges while learning along with them. It keeps me motivated and it's never boring.
What are some of the difficulties I've faced as a woman in the tech industry? I cannot call out the tech industry specifically. I have been working for a period of time for varying industries. And one challenge I have faced, no matter my years of work experience, the knowledge I hold in my area of expertise, the hours that I've put into work, I have been challenged with gender bias. While extremely uncomfortable when faced with that type of issue, I personally, just from experience, feel it's extremely important to speak up and address the issue when it occurs. I've had extremely supportive leaders throughout my career that I've entrusted with these issues and these experiences and have been open to talking about them. And so I was provided the support I needed and the guidance I required at the time to resolve any issues.
As a woman in tech, I don't like focusing on the difficulties. However, I like highlighting the achievements that we've gotten thus far. My achievements include receiving 3 certifications within ServiceNow, being recognized for winning the hackathon, being a rising star, developer MVP.
Difficulties I've faced as a woman in the tech industry. I don't know if maybe I'm a little ignorant to the fact that so many women face issues in the tech industry. I know that that exists, but I guess I've never really allowed myself to maybe acknowledge it or allowed other people to treat me any differently than a man in the tech industry or in any other industry that I've worked in. And so either I'm blissfully unaware or just really, I've been really lucky to this point.
Some difficulties I have faced as a woman in the tech industry have been my own self-imposed perspectives of working in a male-dominated environment. Once I came to realize the only thing holding me back was myself, I was able to overcome these self-imposed hurdles and prosper in this industry.
It is not about being a woman in the industry, IT industry, but what I feel is challenging about rising or getting promoted in IT industry is little difficult and challenging because people tend to promote people that they trust. They promote people in their inner circle. Parental trap, so-called maternal bias exists. But it's important to realize that both men and women have things in their personal life they have to take care of. A strong support system, a network in the workplace and in your personal environment in the form of a supporting spouse and children will help immensely. Women in leadership roles need to know that they have the willing support of the people at work and home. Only then will they move up in corporate ladder with a sense of fulfillment as against a sense of sacrifice.
Some of the difficulties I've faced as a woman, not just in the tech industry, but in other industries led predominantly by men, including in my career in the practice of law, is not being taken seriously until I've proven that I know what I'm doing or talking about.
If I'm asked what are the difficulties which you have faced as a person who is working in the tech industry, then my answer to this question will be that yes, it is true that whenever we are starting a new journey, we face a lot of difficulties, we face a lot of challenges. But for me, I always stand by the statement that without pain, there is no gain. So I have always enjoyed the difficulties and the challenges which has come towards me and in my journey of growing in this organization.
When I'm not working, I spend my time trying to be active. I spend time on the weekends and after work at the gym. I bowl in a few leagues, and with friends and family, we travel to play tournaments in-state and out-of-state. I am not a professional, it's just a hobby. I hit up the Texas Gulf Coast when the weather is great. I'm located in San Antonio, Texas, and so I get to visit and travel to Austin and Houston. My husband and I like to visit state parks, local breweries, and attend music events.
Outside of Synoptek, you'd probably find me sailing. My husband and I have a small sailboat, a Tanzer 26. We're always the first people to put it in the water at the beginning of the season and the last people to take it out. So we like to take advantage of late spring to late fall on the St. John and Kennebecasis rivers and the Atlantic Ocean. I love napping. It's one of my favorite pastimes, and I do it shamelessly. So if I'm not sailing, I'm napping, or I'm sewing, or I'm knitting.
If I'm asked a question which says that if I'm not working as a professional in a tech company, then what would I have been doing? To answer this question, I have some interest in the photography area. I love clicking the picture of places, people, nature. I don't love being clicked, but yes, I like clicking the pictures. So I would have definitely, pursued my this interest. I would have explored more in this area. I would have learned new tips and tricks about the photography and the videography part of it, and would have definitely, tried my hands on taking some good photos for my family and friends.
When I'm not working, you'll find me at the stables taking care of my horse, doing horse chores, or horseback riding.
When I'm not working, I love cooking, reading, walking, cycling, listening to music or podcast, and of course cleaning.
When I am not working, you would find me reading fictional novels in the winter, or hiking and camping in the summer.
A question which says that who is the influential person in your life? Then whatever courage or strength or whatever I do today, the credit completely goes to my father. I am seeing him struggling a lot. His journey was full of struggles, and I have always seen him smiling in those struggle time, in those tough time. He has always fight against the odds, and this is something what I have learned from him, and which has helped me in growing in my professional as well as my personal life. So of course for me, my father stands as an ideal figure.
If I had to choose one person who's been the most influential in my life, it would be my mom, hands down. She raised me and my sister as a single parent and taught me the value of working hard, being independent, self-reliant, and demanding equality and respect, not just for myself, but for others.
This question is a little tricky. If you had to choose one person who has been the most influential in your life, who would I choose and why? I believe that we should influence by normal people and not the classic successful people around us. So I would say my mother and my mother-in-law. I spent almost same amount of time with both of them in my maturity. My mother is a driving force of belief that everything in life happens with the reason and go with the flow. This optimistic way of life taught me that eventually life gives us the final thing is happiness. And my mother-in-law is exactly opposite of the fundamental, and that gives me much needed motivation to look at every situation with a pessimistic way and be ready with different alternatives to handle the most challenging situation.
If I had to choose one person who has been most influential in my life, who would I choose and why? My mom, hands down. She was a stay-at-home mother for 13 years since the age of 17, 18 years old. She found herself challenged to find employment with no education and no work experience after separating from my father. She refused government assistance, found a job in the retail industry, and found a way to support us on her own for a period of time until she remarried. She learned everything she could about retail, and till this day she works as a store manager after 30 plus years. She divorced during a time when it was considered shameful, and during a time when women were expected to be home to take care of their families. She taught me hard work, never to give up no matter what life brings and no matter what people say about you, and to always be confident in the person you are.
Who has influenced me most in my life? I think the thing that I repeat most often, and maybe I sound like a broken record with my team, but I've always remembered this. My father used to tell us when we were younger, there were 5 of us and we'd often lose the remote control for the television, and my parents would finally get us all to bed and they'd want to settle down and watch some TV and they couldn't find it, and they'd come and ask us in our beds, where's the remote control? And we'd all say, I don't know. And my father would say, if there was a $100 bill taped to the back of that remote control, you'd find it damn fast. So that's the way I like to approach everything that I do personally and professionally. If there was $1 million at stake for you to solve this problem quickly, you'd figure out how to do it damn fast. So I think that that's been the biggest influence professionally and personally.
If I had to choose one person who has been the most influential in my life, it would be my mom. She is a go-getter that always worked hard to accomplish her goals. She went to school while raising young kids to better herself and our family. She showed me that with a dream and determination, anything is possible.
If I had to give advice to my younger self, what would it be? To believe in myself. No matter your circumstances, always believe in yourself, be confident, work hard. Time goes by so quickly. Take on the challenges, take on the dreams. When you fail, learn from it and move on, and enjoy the journey.
Like, what is one piece of advice that I can give to my younger ones? I can definitely say that now the world is at your stage, and it's up to you what you want to actually perform. So identify your capabilities, unveil your hidden potentials, identify what you actually want to achieve, and run after your dream. So once you'll identify your strengths, then nobody can stop you. Always remember that you can and you will. Thank you.
If I could give my younger self one piece of advice, it would be to savor my youth and the time growing up rather than let time slip away while pursuing my dreams. So don't be so busy dreaming that you forget to enjoy the present moment or the journey along the way.
If I had to give my younger self some advice, I'd say it's gonna be so good. The older you get, the better it's gonna get. Be your authentic self to everyone. Present your authentic self everywhere that you go. In the office, professionally, personally. Don't be a different person. Be everything that you are and give everything that you are in every situation that you're in.
The piece of advice that I should give to my younger self, you cannot take back your words, choose them wisely.
A piece of advice that I would give to my younger self would be, you can do anything that you want to do. Things aren't always easy. There will be hard times. Stay focused, work hard, and don't let anyone tell you that you can't.
I am a woman who is almost 50 years old. I'm an educated woman. I'm a multicultural woman. I am a multi-race woman. I am a gay woman. I'm a woman who is a grandmother. I am a teacher. I am a learner. I am a student. I am a revolutionist. However, at the end of the day, taught to me by one of the most influential people of my life, and living the web that my mother has weaved, I am Alicia first and foremost. Thank you to Synoptek for giving me a platform and a stage where I am able to utilize the characteristics and attributes and magically whim them together and utilizing them as a powerful tool that I am attempting to use as I become a businesswoman within this male-dominated technical industry. We're doing big things here at Synoptek, and we're changing the face of the industry, one step at a time, at Synoptek. Thank you, Synoptek.